Hello dear children, welcome to today's accountancy online class. Today we are discussing a new chapter, chapter 15, provisions and reserve. It's a very small chapter. We will discuss the term provision and reserve here. The topic which we are going to cover in this chapter is meaning of provisions, objectives of provision, meaning, importance and types of reserves. And there are two types of reserves, as you see. Revenue reserves is there and capital reserves is there. We will learn about the difference between these two reserves, and general reserve as well as specific reserves are also there. We will learn about secret reserve, and at last we will learn about difference between reserves and provision. So now let's enter into the topics. Meaning of provision. What is provision? Provision is an amount set aside by charging it in the profit and loss account to provide for a known liability, the amount of which cannot be determined with accuracy. So children, what does this paragraph means? You all know that we charge depreciation on an asset. Asset means a property. It may be a machine, a furniture, or it may be a land, building. So in our asset, we charge depreciation. We know that depreciation means reduction in the value of asset because of its continuous use. Suppose we have a car and we are regularly using this car. So we know that regular use of this car will reduce the value of the car. The car which was purchased for suppose 30 lakhs, when we sell this car, we will not get that cost for which we have purchased this car. That means we have charged depreciation on that car because of its regular usage. Okay, that is a known liability. So for meeting that liability, we set aside some amount from our profit. It is known as a charge to the profit. So we are taking out some part of the money from our profit to meet this known liability. Depreciation is one example for that. Okay, so there is provision for depreciation for which a money is set aside from our profit to meet the liability known as depreciation. The amount of this liability is not known accurately. It cannot be determined with accuracy. So we keep aside some money for the purpose of charging to provide for the known liability. So that is a concept behind provision. Now what is the objective of creating this provision? The objective of provision are to account all expenses and losses. We know that when we are running a business, there is profit as well as losses. There is income as well as expenses. So we have to account for all these expenses and losses. We have to settle, we have to pay off these expenses or liability losses. For that purpose, we create provision. Okay, where the amount of liability, expenses and losses are not certain or determined, they are estimated. So if we don't know that what will be the future liability, expenses and losses, what the accountant do is they estimate that losses or expenses or liability and account by making provision. And those expenses or losses are accounted by creating a provision. As a result of provision, correct profit or loss is ascertained. So when we create such provision, what we are actually doing is we are ascertaining correct profit or loss. And by doing that, assets are shown at a correct value. So in short, when we create provision on the assets for charging depreciation, at last what we get is the correct profit or loss. Okay. Now let us see the features of provision. It is an amount set aside out of income or profit for a specific purpose. So as I told you, provision is that amount which is set aside out of our income or profit of business, and that will be used for specific purpose only. Okay. For no other purpose that money can be used. That money or that amount of profit can be used only for some specific purpose. The purpose for which a provision is created is to be met, and anticipated loss which have occurred but the amount is not certain. So that loss have been occurred, depreciation for example, that is a loss which have occurred but the amount we don't know correctly. So in that case we create provision. A known depletion in the value of assets. So that's what I told you, depletion, reduction in the value of asset. For that purpose also we create provision. Then a liability which has been known to have arisen. Suppose we have a loss on sale of fixed asset. We sold a fixed asset at a loss. That loss, that anticipated loss, you have to adjust with this provision. Okay, and a liability which has been known to have arisen. In that case also, in these three cases, we create a provision. The exact amount of anticipated loss or depletion in the value of asset or liability is not certain at the time of accounting. So we don't know exact value of the liability or reduction in the value at the time when we are creating this provision. So these are the three features of provision. One more is that it has a charge to profit and loss. This is a very important point. It is a charge, that is your profit is reducing because of creation of this provision. So we called it as a charge to profit and loss. So this point you have to remember especially, because in true or false, in fill in the blanks, in match the following, in objective type questions you can expect that what is provision. Is it a charge or it is a appropriation? So such terms can be used, and you know the correct answer now, that provision is a charge to profit and loss account. That was about provision. Now the next concept what you have to know is reserve. Children, reserve is also an amount which is set aside out of profit. So what is difference between reserve and provision? It is an appropriation of profits. Reserve is an appropriation. Do you know what is the meaning of word appropriation? It means distribution. Profit is distributed. Okay. While when we create reserve, we are actually it is actually appropriation of profit. It is also an amount which is set aside from our profit, but its nature is of appropriation type. What is the purpose? Why we keep aside money in a business? The purpose of reserve can be expansion of business, improvement of financial position, meeting unforeseen contingencies. So children, in our house, we know that our mother used to keep aside some money from the monthly salary as a reserve. So in future, you know that she may be depositing in some banks or in some policies and all that, so that in future for your studies and for some other purpose this money can be used. So same way in business also, from the profit some money is kept aside so that can be used for different purposes. For example, for expansion of business. If a businessman want to expand the business, he have to improve the financial position of the business, then he have to any unforeseen or in future some contingencies are there, for meeting that, for all those purposes this reserve amount can be used. Okay. Students, now let us discuss types of reserve. You can see there are two types of reserve: revenue reserves and capital reserves. Children, this is a very important topic because the same we have in +2 also. +1 is the base for this, and so you have to listen to very carefully to this topic. So revenue reserves and capital reserves are the two types of reserves. Let us see what is revenue reserve first. In revenue reserve itself there are two types: general reserve and specific reserve. See children, a businessman, when he does a business, he is actually producing something. So when he produces something and he sells something, he will get income. So that income is known as revenue. Okay, so when he is doing his business and earning something, from that reserve is created, that is known as revenue reserves. So it can be classified into two: general reserve and specific reserve. General reserve is the amount which is set aside out of profits, not for any specific purpose. That means this money which is created as reserve can be used for any general purpose of a business. Okay, and such reserve strengthens the financial position of the business. Example is general reserve. Now next type of revenue reserve is specific reserve, and it is also an amount which is set aside out of profit for a specific purpose and can be utilized only for that purpose. So children, when we are creating some specific reserve, you have to remember that this reserve will be used only for the purpose for which it is created. For example, we have workmen compensation reserve, for example, and there should be one gap here. So just understand it that it is a workmen compensation reserve. So workmen compensation is created to be given to the workman when some incidents, for example, some accidents took place in the premise of organization, and so the businessman have to give some compensation to the workmen. So that can be, for that purpose, this reserve can be used. This reserve money can be used. So for only for that purpose this money can be used. No other purpose this money can be used. So that is specific reserve. So we have two types of reserve, general reserve and specific reserve. General reserve can be used for any purpose in the business, but specific purpose, specific reserve can be used only for specific purpose for which it is set aside. Now what is capital reserve? Capital reserves are set aside out of capital profit. Now what is capital profit? You learned what is revenue reserve, isn't it? How is a revenue reserve created, you learned. But capital reserve means it is created from the capital profit. So what is capital profit? Suppose you are producing a pen. Your manufacturing unit is related to production of pen. So when you sell the pen, you get income. That is revenue income. Okay, but when you sell a asset related to your company, for example, the furniture of your business or some machines which is outdated that you sold, on that, when you sold that machinery, you got some amount that will be known as capital profit. So that capital profit will be set aside, that amount will be set aside as capital reserve. That money will be called as capital reserve, and normally not available for distribution as dividend. This money cannot be used as dividend, cannot be used to distributed as dividend. Now what is dividend? This all are new terms to you. Dividend is that part of profit which is given to the shareholders. If the company is run by many people, that is even the public or shareholders are equally owning the company, for them the profit is distributed in the form of dividend. Okay, so this money, capital reserve, that money cannot be used to be distributed as dividend. Now what are the examples of capital reserve? Profit prior to incorporation and profit on sale of fixed asset. I told you that when we sell a fixed asset, selling a fixed asset is not our business, but because it was old machinery and we sold it, and on that we got the profit, that profit will be transferred to capital reserve. Okay, understand this properly, because +2 also you will have the same concept. Now let us see the difference between these two terms, revenue reserve and capital reserve. It is created out of business or revenue profit, okay, and it is created out of capital profit. So I explained you the difference between revenue profit and capital profit. Okay, now it can be used for distribution of dividend without any condition. So revenue reserve can be used for distribution to the shareholders as dividend, but this money cannot be used because there is certain condition prescribed in Companies Act for distribution of capital reserve. So it can be used for distribution only if the company satisfies certain conditions prescribed by the Companies Act. And as I discussed earlier, this revenue reserve is this amount is used to strengthen the financial position and meeting the unforeseen contingencies or some specific purpose. And capital reserve, it is created for meeting capital losses or to use for purpose specified by the company. So this can be used to meet capital losses or for some specific purpose only. So these are the two differences between revenue reserve and capital reserve. There is one more concept known as secret reserve. Now what is this secret reserve? Secret reserve is a reserve. The existence of the amount is not disclosed, so it is kept as secret in the balance sheet. It is not shown in the balance sheet, but this amount will be kept as secret. It is also called as hidden reserve. The other name for secret reserve is hidden reserve. It can be said that there is a surplus of asset over liability. So you have more asset than your liability, and that surplus is not disclosed or shown by the balance sheet. So your surplus of asset over liability, that amount is not shown in your balance sheet. That is known as secret reserve. So anything done as secret is known as secret reserve. Now next concept is difference between reserve and provision. It is a very important point. Now these are the basis and reserves and provision. Now let us move to this concept, nature. As I told you, reserve means appropriation. The word meaning of appropriation is distribution. So profit is distributed among the partners in the form of reserve. Then provision, it is a charge against profit. You are taking away the profit and meeting all the liabilities. Now purpose. What is the purpose of creating reserve? For strengthening the financial position and to meet any unforeseen liabilities or losses. And why do we create provision? It is made to meet known liability. We know the liability is there, and for meeting that liability we purposefully created that provision. Okay. Now effect of profit. It is debited to profit and loss appropriation account. So there is a separate account which is open known as profit and loss appropriation account, and hence it is not affected in our profit. So this reserve does not affect our profit, but it is shown in profit and loss appropriation account. Now what is the condition of provision? It is debited to profit and loss account, hence profit is reduced. Okay, that's why it is known as charge against the profit. So when you create provision, it is reducing your profit. That's why it is known as charge against the profit. Now investment, this money may be invested outside the business. So the money known as reserve can be invested in outside the business, but it is not, provision is not invested. Now distribution. Unutilized part can be distributed as dividend. So the reserve which is not used up can be distributed to the shareholders as dividend. Okay. And what about provision? It cannot be used for distribution as profit or dividend. It reduces net profits. Now compulsion. It is created out of profit as matter of prudence and due to legal requirement. We are supposed to create this reserve. It is a legal requirement and it is made because of accounting principles. So provision is made because of our accounting principle. Okay. Now presentation. The reserve is shown on the liability side of balance sheet. Reserve is shown in the liability side of balance sheet under the head reserve and surplus. We have a separate heading for that. And provision, it is shown either as a liability under the head current liability or as deduction from the asset. So when we learn the balance sheet and all that, at that time this point will be more clear to you, the last point. Okay, so this is shown in the balance sheet reserve and surplus, and this is shown in the liability itself under the head current liability. Okay, deduction from the, or you can show it as a deduction from asset also. Two different way of presentation is there for reserves. So this is all for today. Today we saw all these different concepts. And we come to an end of this chapter also, a very small chapter with this basic concepts, but an important concept, because the same thing you have in +2 also. This is the base for that. If you understand and learn this in +1 itself, the +2 it will be very easy for you to understand this. So children, now let us wind up. Do attend the test paper related to this topic. Meet you in the next class with a new chapter. Till then, goodbye.